it's basically like a beautiful ship that's not perfect, but it's the best out there, and you've always envied it, and you finally get on board, and then the Democrats hand you a dynamite to put in the bottom of the ship to sink it, and then you dynamite the ship, and you're sinking, and you're like, I won, I brought down America, instead of just joining with America. There is a real hatred of this country, and I'm sick of it.
There is. There is a hatred of this country, and there's a hatred of the institution of marriage, too. Which I hope I have a new book out on. Yeah,
let's segue into that. Let's segue into the attack on religion, the attack on marriage, Obama's...
Well, my last book is No Higher Power, Obama's War on Religious Freedom. And you can see that everywhere, the people who want to be politically correct. Even the military has done some things like clamping down on prayers and the oath to serve God and country, so help me God. And the superintendents of the public schools they're going after little kids, won't let them mention Jesus or sing a Christmas carol.
Or bring a Christmas card, even though everybody else is allowed to do whatever they want.
Yeah. And it's a real war on the First Amendment. Obama's idea about the First Amendment is you should have the right to go into your church and lock the door and say a prayer where nobody can hear you. And that'll be okay. He's not going to take that away from you.
And by the way, for those that don't know, the First Amendment says Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. It means you don't have a state-run religion, but you could absolutely come to school and you can hand out Christmas cards, you can hand out Muslim material during the lunch break, you can hand out atheist material. As a valedictorian, you can give whatever speech you want and thank God. As a football player, you can. And they know that, and they are persecuting people where they find Bibles in people's bags in public school in Texas and, quote, throw them in the trash and suspend them. This is outrageous authoritarianism.
And, of course, the Founding Fathers and all presidents prior to Obama were quoting their faith and their belief in God all the time, honoring the National Day of Prayer. For example, when Obama gives a Thanksgiving Day address, he makes a whole long list of people to thank, but God didn't make the cut. And he's just trying to eliminate any public mention of God. And our country was built on people believing in God and being religious people and people of faith.
Why is it that collectivists and Soviet types hate God? Is it because obviously the state is God and they don't want any higher power above them?
Yeah, that's right. They want the state to be in control of everything, and we don't. And we've got a proven best country. That's why people want to come here. And it's the most freedom, it's the most prosperity. And Obama has this nutty idea that it really isn't fair that the United States has so much good things of life and more prosperity than any other country and more power than other countries. And he wants to make everybody equal. And we don't want to be equal to all the poor countries. And we don't want our guys to have to compete with people making products in Vietnam who work for 28 cents an hour.
Well, it's not fair trade when we have all the regulations and bureaucracy and shutting down our power plants, and they go to Vietnam with no regulations, dumping the toxic waste right in the river. And this is all about Cloward and Piven making us dependent. The globalist social engineers are not just targeting us with propaganda. They are manipulating our genetics. We are being targeted at every level by estrogen mimickers that lower our testosterone and other hormones and natural compounds that the body needs. After consulting top doctors, nutritionists, pharmacists, and others, we have developed what I believe is the ultimate non-GMO organic super male vitality formula sourced from powerful organic herbs and then concentrated for maximum potency. Super Male Vitality was developed to activate your body's own natural processes instead of using synthetic chemicals. Super Male Vitality by InfoWars Life is so powerful that I only take half the recommended dose. For a limited time, we are offering 15% off Super Male Vitality at InfoWarsLife.com to introduce you to this powerful supplement. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today to secure your Super Male Vitality. InfoWarsLife.com.